There are many different things that we decided to bring into the set. The first thing is that we really wanted to be camera friendly so you guys can do all your video content. So we have small logo so it doesn't interfere in your videos, and we have letterings that are a little smaller and very clean, and all the draping has new fashionable patterns, so it looks very good in video, and it also brings the results we want, okay? So our color party set comes with 25 drapes, and these drapes have the same steps we use during our regular color analysis, our 12 season method, but in smaller versions, okay? So we're gonna start with dimensions. You know that that's the most important step in order for us to reach the right season, especially when working with the 12 season method. We need to find those color qualities of our clients, okay? So do we think she's going to be cool or warm? Do we think she's going to be light or dark, or soft or bright? That's what we're going to compare in this first stage of dimensions, okay? So we have a value stage. I always like to start with the value stage because I think it's easier to have that, it's an easier perception. We can really visualize where the client sits in terms of value. And I'm going to start with light and dark, okay? So I have light, dark, and medium in my value stage, and I'm going to start with comparing light and dark. And the unique thing about this drape is that we already inserted into each of the dimension steps temperature. So in the light value, we have cooler light colors and warmer and light colors. So we can already start to imagine if this client's going to be cool or warm, okay? I think I prefer warm here for dime, but let me compare with the dark value. So dark, dark in warm, dark in cool, or light. I think my feeling is that dark is way too dark for her, so I prefer light. I'm gonna leave light on her and I'm going to remove the dark. Let me just get my pins here. Do you see how beautiful these patterns are? Look at how medium value really sits on her. It's not too light or too dark. So this is the one I prefer. And let's have a look again at temperature. Cool or warm? Cool or warm? I feel like I like warm better. I think she looks a little bit more golden. Chroma stage, and I'm going to compare soft and bright chroma first. So let me put the soft one on her first because I think she will be softer instead of brighter. I don't see a lot of brightness in her skin, in her contrast. So I prefer here something soft and warm. I really like this. I don't think she has all of this gray and this pink. I think she's more neutral warm. Definitely not bright. This is way too bright for her. This kind of, it's shocking, you know, it shines more than her skin. So we prefer soft chroma. Now let's compare it with medium. Soft or medium, definitely prefer soft. So I'm aiming for something soft and warm. Now we're gonna go to our third stage of dimensions and we're going to measure temperature, okay? In this temperature, we brought not solid universal colors, but we brought undertone colors, colors that we can imagine hair and skin color, okay? So this is our warm undertone, and I can see that she does have a little bit of gold. She does have this tanned color. Her hair does have a golden undertone. It's not a grayish undertone like it would be for a summer. So I'm imagining, I'm moving towards autumn, okay? But I'm moving towards a soft autumn. Look at this, warm or cool. Do you see how here she goes gray and how the warm one leaves her a little bit more golden? So definitely warm. Now I'm going to bring my neutral. Look at that. Neutral or warm? Neutral or warm? I think I prefer neutral. I feel like this one leaves her a little bit yellow, so I'm thinking more of a neutral autumn, maybe a soft autumn. Soft was very good on her. Now we're gonna go to contrast. Remember I told you guys that contrast of black and white is always an eliminatory stage, because if the person does look good in black and white, she will either be one of the winters or a bright spring. If she doesn't look good in black and white, she's going to be one of the other seasons, okay? So here we have high contrast or soft. High or soft, definitely soft. Look at how this is so much, you know, so overpowering. Softer contrast really matches her own personal contrast. Now we're gonna do another temperature test with our metals. And in this metal set, we brought 2 tones of cool. So we have silver or rosé, okay? These representing winter and summer. And then we have gold, copper, and gold. Look at the copper, how perfect it looks. It's so soft for her, and it does bring out a little bit of her cheek colors. So I really like this one. I like the gold as well, but I feel the gold's a little bit too much for her. I prefer copper, so definitely autumn. So you can see that this is quite a smaller step-by-step. We don't have so many drapes to use. So it's perfect for those big events where we're going to need to go through many, many clients, okay? So this is my soft autumn. I really like this. Let me put my dark autumn. I think it's going to be a little bit too harsh for her. It's a little bit too dark. You see how this brown brings some shadows into her face? So I think this is too dark. And our warm autumn might be a little bit too saturated. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, I do feel like look at how this really, it's like she melts into this, you know, and this one's a little bit overpowering as well. So soft autumn is her season. So this is our color party set. And it's a brand new launch. It's a collaboration with Rayne Parvis.